you see it, you say, well, I've never seen anything like this.
As if it is a cluster of rocks.
It stops you and forces you to look.
This is the King Abdul'Aziz Center for World Culture that is located in Dhahran, and a short name is Ithra.
This specific location is very significant historically because Ithra is actually located in the same area where oil was discovered in commercial quantities for the first time in the kingdom. And in the same location, another transformation is taking place.
Ithra is an Arabic word of enrichment. So we enrich knowledge, we nurture creativity, and we try to enrich the rest of the world of Saudi culture, and we enrich the Saudi people with the culture of the world. Saudi Aramco, we're preparing to celebrate its 75th anniversary in 2008. So the thinking was, what can we do as a gift to the community and to the society of Saudi Arabia?
The project started as a public library because the founder of the project, Mr. Abdullah Jum'a, the former CEO of Saudi Aramco, he thought reading would cultivate a global mindset. The center went through different iterations of how to grow the concept.
You have a theater, a cinema, museum galleries, a library, a children's interactive library, an idea generation lab. So all of these different functions, although can be standalone entities, but to have them under the same roof, I think is what adds to the complexity and gives the space the character and the nature that it has.
With all of these different elements that are at Ithra, they're all trying to create impact and enrich the lives of the public with a very global language.
From outside, you see these 5 pebbles, these 5 rock-like formations. They're kind of leaning on each other, they're kind of intertwined, you don't know what's connected to what.
It's a sequence of spaces that naturally seem to encompass what they're trying to do.
The building communicates 3 intervals, time intervals. Components that are below the ground level represent the past. The buildings that are clustered around the ground floor represent the present time. And the buildings that are above ground level represent the future. For example, the Lifelong Learning Center, this is the Center for Innovation.
So these pebbles bring together both the plans and the section of the building.
So they wanted to maintain the geologic formations that are around the area. We are surrounded by a couple of natural jebels, as they call them here, small rock formations. And so this was intended to be a part of that.
The building itself needed to be an iconic landmark. Architecture always express the purpose and the aspiration of the function that will happen inside it. You will notice that these shining rocks are actually made out of stainless steel pipes.
They are connected to each other in a way that they represent a bridge between Saudi Arabia and the rest of the world.
And so a lot of things were custom made for this project. Systems that were implemented here that hadn't been implemented before and probably never will be again.
We didn't consider the complexity as something we could not achieve or we couldn't get through. So what we did was we said, okay, let's not risk analysis this to death. Let's just bang, go for it, see what we can do.
It's very unique in the form that it takes. It's very unique in the materials that are used to construct it. It's very unique in the methods that were used to construct it. It's very unique in the mission that it has to deliver.
You know, you have a tower that is wider on the top than it is on the bottom. That alone is a huge structural complex situation. The keystone hovering above the ground, squeezing itself between the two. It's like the choice of the exterior cladding of the steel pipes, or even challenging this old building mythology of the round earth. You know, you don't really think that these things can be combined. Can it be done? at all? Yes, yes.
The soul of Ithra is truly the people who are inside Ithra, the users of it, the programs, the activities, the learning that happens inside it.
We focus on three things. We focus on knowledge, creativity, and we focus on cross-cultural engagement.
It's a facility that is there to transform the society, the individuals, the life of the people that are visiting it. Some programs will be inspiring effect, some programs will have engagement effect, and some programs that are quite profound will have transformative effect.
And these programs are locally bred, but they also have, by design, bring world culture in too.
We hope to see the scientists of the future, the artists of the future, the innovators of the future.
I do feel like we're at a time in the kingdom where the opportunities never been as prevalent as they are right now.
While Ithra is built to give people inspirational satisfaction when they come and visit, but the true impact, we always thought of it as generational impact.
That's why we have this incredible building that really challenges you from a design perspective, but it also challenges you from a programmatic perspective, and hopefully is a platform and a hub for everybody to launch from.
Ithra is the land of dreams. We are so grateful and privileged to have had this opportunity to contribute to something like this. When I walk now in Ithra and see how children are reacting, how they are owning this place, how they are enjoying these experiences. This is the place where they can realize their dreams, their aspiration of what do they want to contribute to this nation and to the rest of the world.